Hey guys, John with HillCo here, and we are going to show you how to assemble our 19 or 32 gallon heated honey bottling tanks. So we have one mostly boxed up here. It's missing some packing material, which we're getting ready to ship out. But before we box this one up fully, we wanted to shoot a quick video to show you all how to assemble the few components that we pull off due to managing the risk of shipping damage. We pull off a lot of the external components, the heating element, the valve, things like that, to make sure that the tank arrives to you in good shape. So I have Scott here. He's our guru that does most of this tank work for us, and so he's going to show us real quick how to the unboxing and how to assemble it. So we've got,
First of all,
yeah, so first the knob is on the bottom side of the lid. We do that just to keep it from getting crushed down if weight gets put on top of it, so you want to just take a Phillips screwdriver and just flip that knob to the top side of the lid. And then all your heating element and your valve and your the drain valve and stuff is all inside the tank here, packed carefully. So Scott's pulling out the valve there, the honey gate valve, and the heating element. And then down in there we also will have the little water drain petcock as well, right?
it's in the box.
It's in the box, okay. Okay. So this is how it should look when you pull it out of the box. We do leave the sight gauge on it. So that's done for you. Just gotta unwrap that. He's pulling out the heating element there. It will go in this lower hole. Lower big hole. Of course, there is Teflon tape, thread sealing tape already on the threads of these components. We are sending a small roll along with you just to, you might want, if the threads aren't looking really well covered, you might want to put a little wrap or two of thread sealing tape on before you install it. So, and Scott, we normally just hand tighten this, is that correct?
Depends on where it ends up.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it should be snug.
Should be good, yeah, just make sure it's snug, and if you want to, you got a big brass nut there, if you want to tighten it a little bit further to get it
It can go up
vertical
or down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which way you are. They're up or down as far as the light there. It's just whichever way it tightens up, they're all a little bit different. Now we're pulling out the honey drain, the bottling valve, dripless bottling valve.
First, forgot.
Okay. So first we have our water drain valve there. This is the valve that you're going to use if you ever want to drain the water out of the double layer water jacket there. Again, we got plenty of thread seal tape on there. Take a wrench and tighten that up good and tight. Now we have our thermometer, which will go in this little hole right here above the bottling valve.
Well, we'll probably ought to put the valve in first.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, forgot here. We need to put the valve in first because there's a little bit of sometimes a clearance issue there, so we want to get that in there first. This does not need thread sealing tape because it uses and makes use of this O-ring here, which seats into that groove and tightens up on that. So just get that good and tight. We pre-fit all this stuff before we ship it out as well, so it should just hold the tank and crank on it real good there. Get that good and straight, and now the thermometer goes in and get that good and tight as well. Again, so thread seal tape, you just want to make sure we send it out with thread seal tape pre-applied on the thermostat, or I keep saying thermostat, thermometer, the water drain valve, and the controller unit. So those three, just double check your thread sealing tape on those three pieces, and then the valve does not need thread sealing tape. So that's about it. I will add a couple more points on the operation of these tanks. So again, you're going to fill up here. We do tape this to keep the packing material from falling down in the water jacket. So pull that tape off. You're going to fill your water through this filler neck here, and you'll have the plastic, the foam off of this, of course. But you're going to watch to you want the water level up about 2/3 of the way in that tank. We recommend distilled water, or some people like to use vegetable oil. But using, if you can use normal tap water, but there's a chance that you can leave some mineral deposits around your heating element and places like that there. So distilled water is better. And then, if you ever need to drain that out, use this drain valve here. As far as the temperature goes, I encourage you to do your own research on there's differences of opinion, and there's chances of degrading your honey, killing some of those enzymes and stuff in the honey if you allow it to get too hot. And so I'll just give you a couple of quick tips. Personally, When I'm trying to decrystallize honey, I'll run it at about 100 to 110 degrees, and not for more than a day or two, just to get some initial heat there to get that honey decrystallized. But if you're going to be leaving honey in it for very long at all, I would keep it down around, say, 80 or so. Try to make sure that you're not getting a lot of length of time with significant heat, which can again help to start to degrade that honey. So, but again, encourage you to do your own research on that, just to make sure that you're meeting the level of satisfaction you're looking to for your own particular application. Everybody uses these things just a little bit differently. So, and that's about all there is to it. And so you know where to get a hold of us if you have any questions. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.